Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And things didn't go so well, as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. Josh Jacobs, over 100 yards in the victory with 2 touchdown runs as well. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Trevor Lawrence, 3 touchdown passes as his guys stay unbeaten on the year. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And they've definitely been able to exploit some holes in that opposing secondary, as they threw for close to 200 yards in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these 2 teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it, and in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Allen. And Diggs has it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, he'll find Diggs once more on the completion. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. On play action, Allen. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Allen. He'll get this to Devin Singletary.
5 minutes.
First here is the tackles made right around the 12.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a...
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Bills will add on to their lead. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
They're going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. On second down, it's Taylor. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to Pierce. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this gonna be on? So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
On the counter, it's Taylor. Down to about the 22 here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3. They go jet sweep here with Williams. Then he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. This from 44 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Completes it to Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
from midfield. Here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Allen into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the 1st down before taking the hit.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Allen going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his man, complete. It's Bass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one finds Pierce right side. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Well, let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage. Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Back to throw here. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The tight end is in a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Rosas now to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close. One score. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Now Taylor. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 89 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, That's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the pressure gets to him again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So a big one coming now for Aldrick Rosas. This from 54 yards away. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will stay at a 7-point game. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pass caught. It's Davis on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. 2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw, it's Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Bills on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. To the air, Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got Pierce. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 39 yards there, a big one. Our offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. This is caught. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll run here with Taylor. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Here's Taylor again. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Play action. Now it's Allen. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. On play action, Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Man open is Robinson. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement long touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to Pierce. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Williams. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 109 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
1st and 10, Taylor now. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. They run once more with Taylor. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's not even going to come close. A big loss in the wrong direction on 4th down. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 4th down. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. So the Colts now down by 7, and time a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. He's back to throw. This is Robinson. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Back to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
I'll tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They go right back to Singletary. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about taking a knee at the end, and there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Buffalo, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll hook